Hey, it's episode 74 of my blind RS3 Ironman playthrough. And just like that, the candy loop is empty again. I have a lot of new dailies I'm having to do because of access to Prif, but other than that, just working on quests again. I am going to try to get 99 in magic range in melee just so that Tears of Guthix continues to give XP to agility. That'll also require me to go back to RuneSpan for RuneCraft XP. Quests this episode are A Hero's Welcome and The Light Within. Let's get to it. So I'm just kind of routinely popping around here doing my dailies. Decided to check out my quest storage. I got something called the Third Age Die, which says it's worth 8 billion coins. What? Okay. Obviously I can't get that money, but maybe I could convert that money into bonds later if I can get it to a different account. Wild. Apparently that's a 1 in 3,000 drop from magical dice. It sells for 8 billion coins, and that's worth about 55 bonds, which would be fantastic. I have to get bonds to... Basically, I had this complicated thing in old school RuneScape. For whatever reason, I really wanted to start as an Ironman, but people talked me out of it. One of the biggest things I regret. And I ended up, like, having a debt of bonds for reasons in that playthrough. So I could just claim these, transfer them to old school RuneScape, and then pay my debt with that. That's actually kind of funny to get this value out of this long RS3 playthrough. Yeah, if we look at the wealth evaluator, this thing is worth more than double the amount I've accrued in my bank for like 3,000 hours just from one random drop. That's fucking nuts. Checking out my alchemizer here. It's been a while since I plopped in all the stuff from Crystal Keys, but yeah, it's like 35 million GP, which is great. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and throw this stuff in here. Attack and strength 96. I'll be just gonna stick on this magic and range until I get them all to 99. It's the main AFK I want to do right now. Doing magic training, I realize that I have barrage spells, which obviously you would train with that in old school RuneScape, but it doesn't super matter in RS3 because everything is AoE. I'm gonna try doing it though, just for funsies. I guess there's supposed to be a grimoire somewhere here where I can spellbook swap. Here we go. Just gonna go ahead and swap prayers and swap spellbook and try doing, because I got all these blood runes from rune crafting, right? Here we go. So we can set blood barrage as my spell. See how that changes things. It also means I won't have to use my aura on this. I could save my aura for range training when I get back to that. Let's give it a shot and see how it goes. Currently getting like 240k an hour magic without blood barrage, so I'm gonna see if this substantially speeds things up or not. Yeah, so I'm using it now. I'll go ahead and record here. Like, it's unclear when it's actually being cast. That's one of my problems with the OC, is magic is like very hard to discern what's happening, because most of the time I'm like activating abilities on my bar here, not casting the spell every tick, right? Like, obviously I cast it sometimes, like right there. I don't know, it's weird. Magic, 96. I think this is faster. I'd have to get the XP tracker. I want to say it's like 50k an hour faster, which is good. And then I won't need to use an aura anymore. The way I probably need to do this is I need to be running my vampirism aura with ranged and mechanized chinchampas, and then every time it runs out, switch to magic, which I can heal with blood barrage, or melee, which I can heal with the scrimshaw. Try to do them roughly synced with each other. I might pivot to that soon. Making chinchampas is annoying. Managing them is annoying, but don't want to have ranged sitting far behind the other skills. Magic 97, 2 to go. I just take everything to 97 for now. That gives me a reasonable buffer for agility, at least for a little bit. Range 97, 2 to go. Let's see, I've got about 235 chins left. That will not quite get me to 98, but I have enough materials to make all the ones I need to get to 99, I'm pretty sure. Mining 103. Comes an agility level. Agility 96. Range 98, just one to go. All right, I'm about to do Hero's Welcome, which requires Barbarian Training to be completed. I think all of it has to be completed. I'm not sure. But I also want to get rid of my chewed bones, so I'm going to work on that really quick. Oh, the Barbarian Training says you always get chewed bones on the first kill now. Okay, that's fair. All right, constructing this pyre here. I don't know that I actually need to do the entirety of Barbarian Training. It doesn't seem like I do. I'm not going to do it if I don't have to. Future prayer training is blessed. Okay. I have no notes yet. All right, Heroes Welcome. Let's start this thing. Moon Clan can't be allowed to hold a magical display inside the city. Excuse me. Could I just... It's me. The return of V. Oh yeah, V gets mentioned in Hermetic Quest that they added to old school RuneScape. You get the Nate does not face guard. Hermetic discovered the Stone of Joss. Oh, is this another Slisuke's game quest? He's a god now? I thought he was a mortal hero. Became of godlike power. I didn't. Slayed at least one evil god to truly ascend. Okay, that's why I didn't. Object to the appearance of a new god. They're trying. He's not a god, he's our champion. Will you help us? Sure. Follows one of a kind in Ritual of the Majorat. Okay. And he had his Slisuke's game. He was born in Fremetic. It makes sense for us to use Fremetic Legends as a guide to complete preparations. What ballad should be played? What flower should be used? Okay, that's kind of cool. So, talk to people around Relica, basically. What kind of feast he wants will be the best way to welcome him back. When V left the world, why V left. Okay. Talk to named characters, I guess. Ask you about V. Front. Okay. Can I ask you about V? Never a god, he's just a hero. Treat him like a hero and not a god. Okay. Who else can I talk to then? I don't know why the kid would know. Actually, I don't know anything about V. Okay. Sigley? Alright, I might just... Oh, Sigmund the Merchant. Okay, some of them do point you people to talk to. It's kind of structured like Shenmue. Sigmund. Stayed with us for ages. He defended us during the opening parts of the God Wars. That's cool. I like V. Hear the Seer, probably. Dark Presence. He taught people to make runes and built some of the altars that we later destroyed. Simple display of older magics. Okay. I checked the other characters since it would be a lot of just talking to randos. It's going to be Yrsa, Swenson, Manny, and Olaf. Fighting dagger mouths. Oh, okay. Favorite flower. Yes. Didn't want a sad send-off. He'd heard some monkey goddess having a joy-filled celebration. V seems like a cool character. V is like the player character from the Third Age. Make a RuneScape prequel where you play as V. Hey. Gothic's laid down his edicts. V left without being told to after saying goodbye. V sounds great. Big fan. Should be the last one, Olaf the Bard. Giant basilisk was sunning itself on the shore. Okay. Go back. Talk to them. Let me help with the planning. What ballad should be played? Okay. Basilisk. What flower? Winter's Eye. Magic was simple air and water magic. What sort of feast did he have? Don't remember the feast answer. How should V be welcomed as a returning hero? When did he leave? At the end of the Third Age. Why did V leave? Out of respect for Gothics. And I think he just had a regular feast, right? Victory feast. Okay. Something gonna be wrong. Something's not gonna go right, obviously. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a quest. Uh-oh. Whoa. Looks pretty cool. Thor type. Water and air magic. Wave. What? That seems bad. Why are you spawning meat cubes, bud? Okay. Something's wrong with him. Don't like that I'm important, but, you know, that's nothing new. Let's ignore the meat cubes. Okay. What do you think happened to V? Could that be how oxen look on other worlds? Yeah, let's go. Don't think I've been here otherwise. There's a gnarled tree. Okay, well, I guess I'll talk to V first. How was the feast? I can go by the Outerlander name. That he's like huge. Power slips away from me. A strange duplication occurs. Very like Fisher King. Oh, Dragonkin. Okay. What do you think caused this? The oath I took to Guthix. Swore on my sword and staff that I would honor his edicts, and here I am. Dragonkin, Tarshak. Probably attacking him because he's used the Stone of Joss. Using a portal to travel this far strained me badly. Okay. Tell me about yourself. What are you the god of? Where Saradomin and his followers claim he broadly represents law or Zaros order, I do not claim to embody a concept like that. Okay. God of heroism. So this quest obviously is part of the tradition of God slop, but I don't know, it feels less stupid. I guess maybe because V used to be immortal. Maybe I'm okay with characters like V and Guthix. I guess Zamorak used to be a Majorat, but they're already like demigods. Let's move on here. So it wants me to find stuff on the island. Requires divination, probably. Okay. Alright, so there's just a bunch of stuff to investigate on the island. There's boats, cave entrance. Oh, channel V spring. He is drawing energy from the fountain. I think they should have called divination communion, or basically any word that's not divination. Okay, I have to find the opposite one somewhere. All right, so there should be another fishing boat on the island somewhere. Talked about the duplication thing. Fix 1 out of 5 duplicated locations. You get insight into his character. Hey, look, it's a thing about like him as a person and what his motivations are. I don't hate this quest so far. The other cave entrance, I guess. So-called good gods. All right, yeah. Makes sense that V was on board with Guthix. Still have more thing. Okay, there's gnarled trees. I think I see the other one over there. 1 second. Appreciate they don't actually make me spend any time on channeling the springs here. The gods of this world are fools or villains. I only ever had time for Guthix. Hell yeah, V. Oh, weird. Everything I've clicked said it had divine energy with these planks down. Maybe they just wanted to add like a single red herring. Heroism isn't about lacking fear. Fear is natural. All right. Back to V, presumably. Yeah. Oh, you're not looking too hot. Took care of the leaks. Okay. The god he's killed. Uh-oh. Oh shit. I like to put these guys in a little cage. Interesting. Yeah, I guess the Son of Joss is finally gonna... I was just complaining about it. Feels like they kind of dropped the Dragonkin concept with the Son of Joss making them more powerful every time it gets used. Damn. That's kind of cool. I like that we had to like learn about him before he died. Damn. car shack. Dare speak to your betters, Stone Toucher? Okay, well, it's kind of a weak argument, but fine. Okay. Broken remains of V's body. Oh, is it like back here? Belongings. Alright, I'll let you know what this says. He's getting pursued by the Dragonkin, presumably because he touched the Stone of Joss. I don't understand why he counts as a false user or whatever, but like I don't, because I've used the Stone of Joss like 5 times now or something ridiculous. I guess it's just because they didn't want to have the Dragonkin fight me in that scene, but that was very weak. Like, oh, we don't have time to step on ants. Very Star Wars: A New Hope. Fire on that escape pod. Oh, it's empty. There's nothing in it. What? Do you guys have a limited amount of ammo? Talks about him disguising himself as a farmer. Old map falls out of the journal. Oh, okay. Give me a second to do this. Can I rotate these? Don't think so. We had just a straight up jigsaw before. This seems relatively straightforward. Yeah, okay, we got compass rose. Got something down here. That looks right. That was pretty straightforward. There and then here. Done. Ancient caverns. Alright, that's cool. Diving into the ancient cavern. This is kind of exciting to like have something happen here in the ancient cave. It's funny that I just recently unlocked this place from making the upgraded hatchet. Alright, where am I going here? South, it looks like. I think they're talking about... Okay, yeah, it's got a quest marker. On my way. Alright, it must be this ancient door here, because it has the V icon. Okay, well, it told me to bring soft clay. I just use it here. Nice. Offer a dragon fire. Can I use the dragonkin anvil for it, I wonder? Probably not like this. Eat it in an unusual way. Alright, I assume this is just using a dragon to smelt it like we did with the key earlier, but let me double check the wiki. Yeah, it says attack a mithril dragon and use your key mold on the dragon. Same basic idea. it goes. Get it? Alright, that's cool. Alright, let's open this door. It's sort of. I'm ready. Always ready. Whoa. Adamant dragon. Okay. This place is really hard to see. Probably turn the skybox. Oh, it looks like it did it anyway. Dactyl or Tarshak? Love that playing as Necromancer reveals that I'm actually standing here invisible for this cutscene. He's so powerful now because he's got god energy, you guys. It is still a god slop quest, but I like the opening stuff with V. That was good. Oh, okay. Protective charms, whatever, fine. Who has a power level of 9,000? Oh, that's creepy. Dragonkin disease. Freak monster model. Your character model is much better looking than ours. Okay. I like the idea of the Dragonkin. I'm not sure if I care so much for this like Dragonkin drama thing they're trying to do here. At least it's something. Main character. Wow, that was some interesting drama among those powerful characters. Yeah, this is way too dark. And because it was showing the skybox during the cutscene, I assume that this is how they originally envisioned this place looking. Let's see. I haven't really done a quest yet with skyboxes where it feels like, oh, okay, they clearly designed this around this lighting. Shit, maybe I'm not supposed to talk to that guy. Okay. Hold on. It says to attack him. Why am I allowed to just walk around him? That's so weird. Okay. What are we doing here? This looks like a Demonheim little dungeon area. Chest. Strung up white knight? What is this? Supposed to be able to jump off of this? It feels like I'm supposed to. I have to get there fully diagonally, I guess. Dragonkin key. Okay. I don't want to stand on those, probably. Might alert the Dragonkin. Okay. Oh, and then crates I can push. It's a strange quest. Probably can't push both of these. Oh, I guess I can. I can push this one to the right and then go up and push the top one out of the way. So they're trying to like represent me being sneaky, but it feels a little weird. There's a reset puzzle, okay. How tiresome. Dragonkin protection charm. Okay. Notes. I'll let you know what it says. It says there's somebody in the Grotworm cave. Think about when the false user Lucian died, he felt the curse diminish, and then Gothics and Bandos died and he made more sense of it. Talks about the exact mechanism under which a Dragonkin can track down someone who's used the Stone of Joss. They want to go to the Abyss and draw power from the gods until they're broken husks. Okay. Head to the Grotworm lair. Right. It's apparently located in the Grotworm lair. On my way. I don't know where I'm going in the lair. I guess there's an agility shortcut I can take to get me there faster. I didn't know this was here before. Slide down. Slide down? There we go. Okay, so it's like somewhere near here. Oh, these are stairs, okay. Oh, okay, we're talking about Carapac. I do like Carapac. You're your filthy ape heartbeat. That was a Bane dart laden with poison. If you can't finish him now, then I doubt you ever will. Okay. Ow. Move out of the way. I probably should have healed the rest of the way before coming here. Whoops. I need to be much further away from him there. There must be some kind of like tick delay thing where he's technically standing closer to me than he appears to be. Really don't like the combat sound effects in RS3. Really think they stack too much and they sound bad. The wiki mentioned needing a truckload of food. I don't know if that's for this fight. I didn't bring any. Oh, he's more fucked up now. That's cool. Turn to his sanctum. You're welcome. Brimhaven. Oh, the throwback metal dragons. Okay. Did you help kill V? You're in torment, and the torment can only be relieved by killing a specific person. Up in the tar shack. Using our connection to the stone tar shack has opened all his knowledge and power, trying out what he needs. I don't think they need to explain this, but okay. I really like the first third of this quest. Kind of reminds me actually of Missing Presumed Death in that regard, where it's like the beginning is like, oh hey, there's this story about V coming back to the Fremennik. I certainly wasn't expecting that to turn out well, but then the rest of the story, it's like, okay, now nothing at all to do with the Fremennik. We're not even involving them, like they're not upset about their hero being dead. It's just like the player character who's upset because it ties into the broader Stone of Joss Godslop stuff. Finish him off. Okay. Yeah, it does say I need to bring a ton of food to this fight, so yes, I'll do that. I don't know that it's necessary. Brimhaven Metal Dragon Dungeon, thank you, Dungeoneering Cape. It's actually supposed to be right here. That's really convenient, actually. No more running tar shack. Oh. He's all super fucked up now. He looks cool. Was once a powerful dragonkin. Well, that's just perfect. Oh, I can't even target him. Mine the roof support. There's eventually going to be Bane here. That didn't seem to be targeted at me. Use a firebomb to weaken a pillar. Find some water to put out the fire. Okay. Well, this fight has a bunch of mechanics, so that's kind of cool. I don't know if he's supposed to be targeting me there. Weaken the pillar. Use a firebomb to destroy a weakened pillar. Not the one I was just looking at, I guess. I have to mine it to weakness first. No longer mine. Okay. Just like let it hit me here, is that good enough? Okay, that does work. Probably possible to take very little damage in this fight. Guess this slam hits a quadrant, it looks like is the idea. Gonna wait a while to have to go through this fire breath attack, and then he has to do his slam attack. Music's kind of cool. I do kind of like that OSRS has a restricted sound font, so every OSRS song sounds like OSRS. I feel like the music in RS3 is all over the place. Some of it's like fully orchestral, some of it's fully orchestral, some of it sounds like old school music, some of it's like almost techno EDM-y like this song. Oh, that seems good. No, Ragged Abomination. Damage him now. 65,000 HP. Oh shit. Now he's making a ton of noises again. God damn it. Oh, I guess he can take damage from the rocks too. Almost dead. Get him. Okay, that's kind of cool. Hey, it's Garrett back. We're under than behind. Took several tons of Bainite ore and that quaint little charm to finish him. Maybe Bainite was more interesting before it was just like ore color swap number 8. I hate when this happens. Just start talking very seriously, right? Try to remain out of it. Never be able to avenge V while they're fighting. Okay. Back to Relica. Talk to Alfric or Freyaloon. Okay. I have news for you both. V is dead. Okay. Is he missing? Are they gonna think he went home or something? Rhine to V. Yeah, I love how we didn't get to react to him dying at all. We're just like cutting straight to this because we had to spend all this time on the Dragonkin crap. I feel like I really would want, that would be my main request to change this, would be to, I want to see the reaction of the Fremennik to V being killed, right? Because I basically see it by myself. Okay. Yeah, it was all right. First part was better. Got kind of stupid towards the end. A Hero's Welcome is an okay quest. It's more in the Sliske's Games series. It's technically Godslop. It's actually about the Dragonkin and like stealing power from gods and being mutated into horrible monsters and the Stone of Joss and all that. Like Missing Presumed Death, that's what the quest is actually about, and that's the information they're actually trying to pass on to you. But before all the Dragonkin crap, the like first act of the quest has to do with V, the hero of the Fremennik. So we have the titular Hero's Welcome, where we have to prepare for the return of V to Relica, and I guess Gielinor in general, because he's been like traveling the plains as a hero adventurer. They give some context that like V originally was just a mortal hero, and then he did so many heroic things, including interacting with the Son of Joss, that he eventually became effectively a god. But that he was super on board with Guthix. He thinks that the gods are bad for Gielinor, so when Guthix created the edicts, he just like pieced out of respect for Guthix. So the whole beginning of the quest is cool. You're like learning about V, you're learning what his deal is, you're preparing his return. He comes back and he like tries to do a minor miracle, and the miracle fails in a way that's kind of embarrassing for him. Then you go and you talk to V, and it's like V's at his lowest point. He's like hiding in this cave, embarrassed of the fact that he's losing his power. You do a stupid little divination mini game to try to restore his strength, but things actually get worse very quickly. And right before bad things happen to V, there's a nice little conversation where you understand what his motivations are, like who he is as a character, what his deal is. I was enjoying the quest quite a bit up to this point. It was still, god stuff, where we're talking about a guy who's basically a god, but we're focusing on like his humanity, which is what's missing from a lot of the god slop. Like Fate of the Gods is theoretically about Zaros and what his deal is, but Zaros still comes across as like a unreachable super entity, not like, a guy. So just as you're getting attached to V, and this is a classic storytelling trick, so I think it's a good call, the Dragonkin show up and they kill him. They turn him into a statue and like behead him. As his last action, he like pushes you out of the way so you don't die as well, so he gets to be a hero at the end. It's like when you're watching a movie and a character starts like talking about their family and what they want to do after the war or whatever. It's like, okay, this character's going to die now. It's fine. So I think I would have enjoyed the quest more if after V's death, we lingered on V's death a little bit, because the whole opening of the quest is how important this person is to the Fremennik. So like if we had to spend some time mourning V, working with Relica to like build a memorial to him, do that kind of a thing, I think the quest would resonate with me a little bit better, and I wouldn't mind that we had this little like mini vengeance mission against the Dragonkin. But the vengeance mission against the Dragonkin is the quest. It's sort of like the, whenever we cut away to seeing all the gods talk to each other with Sliske in Missing Presumed Death, it's the same thing with this. They want to show us the Dragonkin scenes, and V at the beginning is just a means to an end to get us there. You end up defeating the main Dragonkin who killed V. Carapax shows up again. And at the end of the quest, we do go back and see that the Fermentic have built a shrine to V, but it's just like super abrupt, just out of nowhere. It's like, oh yeah, we know he's dead now. It's like, well, I didn't get to see you guys like emotionally react to him being dead. I feel like that would be like the core of the story there. So along with Samwell from missing presumed death, we can add V and I guess the entire Fermentic people on the list of casualties of Godslop. I liked all of your stories, you guys. I'm sorry you had to be subordinate to this like big, massive Sliske's game crap. Overall, okay quest. I liked going to the ancient cavern and some of the other stuff that it had you do. I just wish we spent a little bit more time on like the implications of this for the actual human beings. One of a Kind is still the best Godslop adjacent quest we've done so far. This one could be a little bit better, but it's not as bad as some of the other ones. There it is, 99 ranged. Almost made exactly the right number of mechanized Chinchampas, so won't have to worry about those anymore. Took a lot of going to the White Knight shop every day to get the plated parts for it. I'm a little over on those. Yeah, I still have like 600 left, so I probably could have cut a couple days of doing it, but happy to be done. I'm not going to be training range anymore. I'm going to switch to melee and magic. Hey, just got a consistent yak card. That's the one that I need to get a guaranteed potion. Alright, so I'll do that here after I do my dailies. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use this Garaggio card really quick here. Activate in Demonheim. Okay, it lets me bring it in with me, I see. Now receive the benefits of the consistent yak card. Okay. Does that mean as soon as I exit I get the thing? Let's see. I think it's on exit. Oh man, I did the whole floor and didn't see this combination recipe. I guess it spawns on the ground. I hope it didn't despawn. I don't think anything despawns in Demonheim ever. Guess I'm about to go find out though. I don't see it in the first room I went into. This is concerning. Okay, well, I think I may have wasted the card, which is really annoying because it's like essentially worth 500,000 Dungeoneering tokens. I don't know why it's not here. It might be because... Oh, wait, is that it? Recover page? God, those are so hard to see. Okay, well, let me look around. Wow, I thought it would be like highlighted in some way, but they're like really annoying to find. I don't like that at all. That's horrible, actually. Okay, so I guess now I can go back to the mailer district and see how it works. Okay. Maybe it's like there's a chance for it to be on the floor when you reveal a room, so using the card guarantees one will spawn in one of the rooms. That's still really weird. Okay, it looks like it was a super melee potion. The only one I really want is the Perfect Plus potion. I'm wondering if I have to get these in order. That would be kind of annoying. All right, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right. And then if I'm equally likely to get any of the cards, I'm not equally likely to get any of the cards. 10% chance to get the cards? Okay, so it'll be like 80 days until I finish this. That's okay. That's pretty comparable to most of the grinds in the game, I guess. 98 prayer. I will be so excited to be done with this. Like, it really, really, really annoys me that I have to come here during this voice. I know people will say, well, whatever, it's 20%. You don't need to worry about it. It just... It'll be the last voice I think I have to care about. I might have to come here if I want to do corrupted ore smelting, I guess, but I don't really care about taking smithing 110. We'll see. I'm about to do the Light Within. This quest actually requires some items. I have to reclaim the enchanted key in the exoskeleton set, and I have to make a grand defense potion and 3 light cores. So I'm going to try to do the grand defense potion now. Okay, so to make a grand defense potion, I need a crystal flask, which requires me to turn some of my sandstone into glass and then into a flask. So I'm going to work on that real quick. I have to do it at this robust glass machine over here. Okay, it does a full inventory. If I have to do that whole animation for each item, I'm going to scream. Crystal flasks. Okay. I'm making defense potions, which would apparently require bear furs that I had in my bank for some reason. So hooray for me hoarding shit, apparently. So I think you just take those two, and then you take a single crystal flask, and you mix potion, and then you do grand defense potion 6. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Okay, I think I've got everything together here. So we gotta go talk to Illunid. This one is listed as Sliske's game, so gone, I think, is the idea that the elf quest is not stacking with Godslop. Let's see, though. City is shaking. What seems bad? And the Conclave with me. Okay, we're bringing Saren back. Tower Voices, alright. That's just the stairs here, right? Light Within. Good to see you all again. Bring Saren back. Can we not, guys? How is it possible? Okay. How do we decide? I get to vote too. Okay. God, my character is so important. No. I'm gonna lose the vote no matter what. At least a few people are voting against it. Ugh. Ugh, duty. You think that of all of the characters to vote for or against this based on Heffen, like, meditating in the swamp for decades, that she would vote against it, but whatever. It's fine. Yay, choices matter! I don't want to support Saren. Fine. I love that they just have the fine. They just shouldn't have bothered. Choice thing never works. Oh yeah, the power to manipulate time. That's why we need the enchanted key. I have it with me now. Oh, that certainly is a twist of fate. Well, going back in time help our situation. You gotta be really careful with time travel. I kind of like Enchanted Key as a goofy little one-off quest, but I don't know if they're gonna be like wrapping this in from now on as just a thing I can do. It's attuned to a few specific moments in time. Okay. Positronic ray. That's funny. My teeth taste of lemons. What now? Okay. East. I can just go somewhere far to the east and see if it sends me backwards. So like here, for instance. Still east from here. Try Falador, just go really far. Okay, overshot it, Falador, so now it's west. So let's try Averly? It still says west, so I assume it's actually somewhere close to Arduin. I'll go back there. Okay, so I'm running east. It says the surface of the key has become warm. Oh, is it the Guthix cave or whatever? Surface of the key is hot. You must be close. It's supposed to be up here? No, that's better. Head inside the excavated entrance. Okay. Are we going to go back in time and talk to Guthix? Facing directly towards Guthix's body. That's kind of neat. Especially they don't tell you that this is where you're going with it. This is definitely a place where I don't think we're supposed to have this skybox, right? Oh, that looks much better. Rub. Hey, what's up, man? It's kind of cool. Guthix! Just an adventurer. Amsterdurwis? Oh, Welsh is not my strong suit. Tell Guthix about the future. I can bring up Zaros for some reason. I watched you die. You know about the key? Oh, okay. What year is it? No, you gotta banish all the gods, no question. I need to restore Zarin. I don't really want to, but I guess I have to. My god, we're just fucking ignoring what he's saying. Okay. Now, I feel like they did this just so that we could see Guthix again. I don't know that Guthix in particular needed to be the one to tell us all this. Oh, this person? Alunid. Hello? Spotted me. We met. You're related to Elunid? Twins. Saren sent me herself. Okay. I guess we've previously established the era that the key goes back to, so it going to Guthix is fine, I suppose. Halunid is a part of Saren, a shard. Unlikely she's the only one. Weird. I don't want to leave you! Don't make me leave you, Guthix. Goodbye, Guthix. That was kind of nice that they even had that. Alright, heading back into Riff. Yeah, I think that was kind of unnecessary, because it's like, the way to put Saren back together is to collect all the Saren crystals. It's like, okay, well, we established that Saren was shattered. I mean, that makes sense. I don't think we learned any. I think it was just an excuse to go see Guthix, which is fine, but... Talk to Guthix. Tardiad. Four largest shards are divided and given to clans of similar cultures for safekeeping. Military. Okay, so there's like 4 shards out of the 8 clans. He'd be a part of Saren, like Halunid before she became the Dark Lord. Okay, talk to each of us individually. Here we go. Crystal Tree. Oh, okay. I think I have a teleport to the currently active Crystal Tree. Poem by Backstorian. Okay. Lady Ithel. Yeah, I'm working on it. Ask about Eluded being a shard. Okay. Poison waste. Alright, well, I've got those 3 cores already. Well, you better not cleanse the last of the poison. I still need to get prayer to 99, motherfuckers. Okay. Grand Defense Potion. Rare ingredient from Isifdar. Another ingredient that's a closely guarded secret of the tree ants. Okay, I think I just talked to everybody. Arianwin. manage to just not talk to Ariana. Oh, right, maybe I need to read the book more. Okay, give me a sec. It's a poem. Beneath the waters that we used to love. Glariel's alive? No, no. Okay. King Baxorian might have the shard. Create the elixir of revealment. Grand defense with a bloodcap mushroom. Out in the forest surrounding Prif, and a wintercup mushroom. Location of which is only known to the tree folk of Turan. Okay, well there's a couple of these I can already do, so let's do the 3 light cores thing right now. Go. Yes. Speak the words and you must copy me. Ready to start. Ow. Okay, bring that back. That's kind of cool. Crane. Listen carefully. Okay. Turning it down. I think we got it. 2 more to go. Rain. Bow. Right, carefully. Okay. It goes up to 5, so we do 1 more round of this. I think you get the idea. I won't make you watch this again. Get it? We done? You guys gonna put some like... Oh, no, it's still here. Okay. It would be really mean if they just make it so you can't ever do that anymore after this quest. Well, I know one of them is the Baxdorian Falls dungeon, right? Yeah. It's kind of like in Song of the Elves, where you come back here. I guess Song of the Elves is sort of a mix of these 2 quests. Ish. Oh yeah, I gotta get that key. Hold on. In this room, I think. There it is. Oh, Ironman's here. What's up? Investigate the statue. Glariel's still screwed, though. Jorworth Fallen? Who is the human? Arianwen's friend. You have a grandson. Okay, we need to restore Zarin, apparently. Song of Restoration? You have found 1 out of 4 pieces of the Song of Restoration. Okay. Alrighty. Zarin shard. I guess was I supposed to get a shard earlier? Oh no, I have it in my inventory. Integrity. Let's see. Okay, so I don't know what they're talking about with the tree ants, so I looked it up and I guess it's in this district. I haven't really explored the parts of Prif that have skills that I've already maxed and don't care about the activities in, so like a tree ant. No, it's not the spirit tree directly. What is this thing? Yeah, I don't think I even saw this guy. There's like a tree guy sitting over here. What's up, buddy? Kind of cool. My store. That's something I haven't heard in a long time. Okay, yeah, they're very inspired by Peter Jackson, Lord of the Rings adaptation specifically here. Wintercup mushroom. Coded is incredibly boring. Try and stay awake. Click the floating thought bubbles. This is a really funny mini game. This is great, actually. I really like this. I miss this kind of like whimsy. I think almost all of the early RuneScape quests are just like dripping with whimsy. This is better than just having him talk slowly, right? You get it and you're like, okay, I get it. It's, you know, I know the Ents are also slow talkers and boring in the books, but Peter Jackson's adaptation really like spends time on it. This might be my favorite minigame that's been in a quest for like the last 20 quests or so. It's really cool. It's not complicated. I love the tutorial text in the middle of the screen. Coded is very boring. I also appreciate that he's not actually saying anything interesting, so you don't feel like you're missing anything here. Okay, I got the Wintercap mushroom. I feel like I grabbed the Bloodcap mushroom during a prior quest. It's familiar. Maybe not. Maybe I wasn't allowed to yet. Okay. It's somewhere in Tyrannon, though. Hold on. There's the mushroom over here. Okay, and I think I just have to use those on this guy, question mark. Elixir of Revealment. I don't know where I'm taking that, though. Oh, and then go to the active crystal tree. Okay, so I think, yeah, the Nature Sentinel outfit can just do that. Teleport to active crystal tree. I'll give you 20 teleports for that. So I just, like, use it on the tree? Oh, cave entrance. That's kind of cool. I like that. There's the Saren shard. That's neat. What is even the purpose of crystal trees? Are they just XP? I've never bothered with them. Let me look it up. It looks like it's just pure woodcutting XP, and you occasionally get some crystal geodes, but it's probably not worth doing. Okay. It says Watchful Gaze of Lady Ithil, so that's definitely the new statue we established in Letya in Plague's End, right? It's well. Yes. Oh, is this where I'm gonna need the exoskeleton set? Okay, hold on. Exoskeleton detected. Identify the metal your exoskeleton is comprised of. It's rune, right? Please state the name of your husband. Oh. Trick question. I was never married. Ex-husband. I don't know. I guess I could just look up her name in the wiki. Hold on. Lady Traherne had a husband, Sinog. Okay. The number of Saren stones being monitored by Clan Traherne. Dude, I don't know. I guess I'll keep reading the Lady Traherne article. I guess if you go to that district of Prif, you can see 2 Saren stones. It doesn't say that in the wiki article. I just looked at what the answer was. Or I'm not sorry, it's not 2, it's 5. 2 is the answer. Analyzing response to this statement. Our children are our future. Youth is wasted on the young. Future is in good hands. The future is doomed. That's great. I really like that. All right. There's the shard. All right, so that's our shards. Tower voices, tower voices, tower voices. On my way. All right, up we go. Light within. Oh. Looks like the place where we were talking to Zaros. 2 to 4 pieces of the Song of Restoration. Okay. Go to this Nature Sentinel set really quick. Don't need that anymore. Oh wait, am I actually supposed to be up there? Working on it. There we go. There's one other. The Dark Lord was a shard of Saren. Orvran. Okay. I have to look up where he is. Say? Looks like he's in the Yorworth clan area somewhere. Okay, he's up here. It took me a second. What's up, buddy? Grand Library. Okay. Oh, did they put a little bit more work into this place than was actually in the quest? Oh, this is like the entrance, I see. I'm not sure. Just enter the door here. There must be some kind of like mini game here. Maybe that's the, was it Rush of Blood or whatever? Alright, we're back here. What are we looking for? What was this thing? Single blackened crystal. Miraculously, it stopped before falling into the depths below. I don't think Saren should return at all, but sure. Okay, what are we doing? Found the Dark Lord Shard. Oh. Tardiad. Oh, it's a world. Okay. No clan bias. Head through the world gate. Okay. That's south of... Might actually be able to just teleport there. Let's see. World gate. Don't know which one it is, unless if it's just to make me guess. Travel to the approach, the sanctum, the pit, the cradle, the elder halls. It's for Frenesque. I don't know if I have to do a combination again. Vast ocean with hundreds of small islands. Oh, that's kind of cool. They knew what these were supposed to be in advance. Twisted plains filled with fire. Vast ruins, large putrid swamps. Ruined plain of Kethsea. Well, that's not where I want to go. Aragard, the origin plane of humankind. Strange devices crackling with red lightning. World engulfed in flames. Kind of beautiful. Once lush world left to ruin. It's Guthix's homeworld. Hey, Tardiad. Alright, Saren's coming back. Did you ever have to go to that foolish world? $50 shards? Okay. Place is cool looking. Yeah, so like this place is dark lighting, right? But it feels like it's definitely designed with the skybox in mind. I don't know what it is. It's like it feels like they did two updates. It's like they did a skybox update and then they also did a lighting update where it's like you're dependent on natural sources of light to be able to see anything. And the skybox update is fine, but the lighting update makes things look unintentionally dark. But this place looks great. No complaints. Crystal shapeshifter. EOC combat sound effects were a mistake. Crystal. Okay, I got 2 of those. Oh, so I can also mine for it. I can fight things for it. All right. I don't have any tools with me, so I guess I'll just do combat. Googled it. I guess there's a character here I can talk to that will increase the spawn rate of these guys and make them aggro me, so I can just AFK it. So I'm gonna do that really quick. Toggle shapeshifter encounters. Okay. Just probably the fastest way to do this. Since necromancy is so stupid busted. Yeah, there's a bunch of them here. Okay. Seems good. Alright, that should be the last one. Took a little bit of time. Each of them drops 2. It's weird, they like drop 1 immediately when they die, and then they drop the second one a few seconds later, so I was having trouble noticing that that was happening for a while. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, so I guess I gotta talk to her. Pleased to meet you. Tell me about the crystal shards. Need complete crystals. Rebuilding Saren. Fine by me. Okay, so it would have been slower if I did the other thing. Oh, okay. You've now learned the Song of Restoration. Alright, so we gotta go back and talk to a Lunid. Oh. Maybe I can just do that. Back to Tower Voices. Sup? Ooh. Little dark shard. The Lunage is gonna die. Maybe you don't have to? Sacrifice a Lunid. No. Just make her as imperfect as possible. Let's hope you made the right decision. All right, we got another god. Oh, his opposite and his companion, Zaros. Okay. That's interesting. I wonder what... I mean, obviously they knew they were going to do that in Fate of the Gods, because like, who is Zaros' companion? Okay. For some reason, I know you need to go to Fredesca. I can't explain it. I'm ready. Okay. This isn't Tardiad. At least it didn't actually make me walk through. That would have sucked. Did it via cutscene, which is fine. Be funny, does this quest require strength for carrying her around? I guess not. Well, I thought it was funny. Can't fail on carrying Saren. Avoid its attacks while I think of something. Oh, pfft. Literally just like, don't stand in it. And these must suck if I could just walk really slowly to avoid everything. That was easy. All right, what's up, Zaros? Got your special lady here. Not my special lady, she's just my fucking lady friend. Soul was shattered in her sundering. I'll show you how and then depart. Oh wow, I would be like so insanely horny, is what he's saying. Pretty funny. You did just save me, so I accept your terms. Hey, light puzzle. Tell her nothing of this. Okay. So, what are we doing exactly? Got crystals I can rotate. Where am I trying to point them to? Laser comes off of her initially. I don't know where I'm sending it to. Just like making a pattern in the area directly around her, maybe? Oh, but I'm like rotating all of them at once. Okay. I was just trying to like brute force it because I wasn't clear exactly what it wanted me to do. Eventually it worked, but I didn't see why it worked. Alright, we're doing the 4 virtues or whatever. Okay. Yeah, usually these light puzzles, I guess the idea is I have to light up all of the fractured shards. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Then we have a cleansing crystal, which it's going to have to pass through before it hits this thing. Is that what we're saying? I don't know what it is exactly that we're cleansing. Shit, I solved it again. I wanted to like show you the penultimate state, but it keeps like going from not looking solved at all to suddenly completely solved. Yeah, I couldn't even see that it was like passing through the cleansing crystal. It just like gave it to me at some point. Okay, so this time I can actually see it passing through cleansing crystals. So it goes from red to yellow. I guess she's shooting multiple beams out of her. Okay. Puzzle's really weird. It's my least favorite light beam puzzle. I think it's really hard to tell which ones are supposed to be like connected to each other. I guess it's like different rings or something. I don't know. I don't care for it. Oh, okay. I was like, I gotta read the wiki to understand how this works. Turning a crystal in the core ring clockwise. Oh, I don't know what counts as the core ring. Turns the middle ring anti-clockwise and leaves the outer ring alone. Crystal in the middle turns the core anti-clockwise and the outer ring anti-clockwise. And the outer ring turns the core. Okay. Weird. I'll see if I remember to put it on the screen during editing, but the wiki has a very funny, like... For the mathematically inclined, this means each operation may be considered as vector addition. In the formula below, the n variables are how many times you have clicked rotate clockwise minus the times rotated clockwise. And the left-hand side gives the final position. It doesn't matter what order you move the things in. Thanks, Wiki. I'm just going to click them randomly. It'll be fine. Okay, it's solved again on its own. I'm just going to follow the guide for the next one. The state right before solution doesn't look anything like the next state. It seems trivial enough to just, like, brute force it, which is unfortunate, because I do like the light puzzles a lot, normally. Okay, so this says core ring. It's really hard to tell which ring is which. Is there somewhere where I can see, like, 3 in a row? I guess that must be inner, middle, outer. There was like a circle on the ground that would help me to eyeball it. This one's supposed to do anti-clockwise times 2. It's supposed to be clockwise times 2. This is supposed to be anti-clockwise times 2. Yeah, I wouldn't have pieced that together. I think they made the relationship between the different rotations and your inability to see the rings. It's too difficult to just eyeball that, I think. Especially since it's easy enough to just brute force it. We good. Good thing Zaros isn't here, because I guess Zaros and Saren are canonically, like, super horny. Oh, well, not horny. Don't call him brother. I guess they just are attracted to each other, not brackets, not sexually. Eat a RuneScape before the mods are out, walk the world. Care about these. I'm very interested at what point Jagex decided that Saren and Zaros were connected. Who are the younger gods? Will stop you from becoming an elder god. Okay. Only cares about his power. Yes, thank you. I'm just going to hang out here now. Gothix was right. Galenor is better off without gods. All right. Let me teach you magic, not only to a few elves. I do like that frequently quest rewards are just like, well, here's your shit. Okay, bye. You can now use Saren spells from the ancient spellbook. Prayers, I guess? Okay. Post-quest content on Tardiad, and then a whole bunch of lamps. So let's pump all those. That's good. All right. I guess before we get to the summary, I have automatically capture chronicles. A little late for that. Share half of all healing and damage with another player using this prayer. Not happening as an Ironman. Click damage to nearby targets if you die. No. Every player around you. No. While active, logs are burned for experience. Smelting at 0.6 seconds faster, and smithing a low or medium heat item acts as a medium or high heat item. I guess you probably want that on all the time while you're smithing. This must have changed the way it worked, because I think the smithing rework came out after this. Doubles the chance of Saren spell effects activating when using abilities. This sounds like this is just like a cost, like everything is balanced for you to have this on all the time, and this is just like the game is just balanced around you spending prayer renewal potions or prayer potions to get the benefit of all of these at the actual rate you're intended to use them at. Doubles the chance of ancient spell effects activating. Okay. Boost defense, increase damage reduction. Doubles base regeneration and allows regeneration in combat. Huh. Okay. Then I guess there are spells now somewhere, but I have to be in the ancient spellbook. Let me do that really quick. I guess that explains why I can swap to ancient spells here, because the ancient spellbook is simultaneously a Saren spellbook and a Zaros spellbook. Okay. These are all just damage. Place a ward on an ally. Oh, there's a lot of multiplayer stuff here. It's not very helpful. Prism, which when clicked allows any player to teleport to it, must be within 8 tiles to use. I wonder if that has some niche use cases. Can I use that during the ambassador fight to like jump over some of the lasers? It's probably an unnecessary usage. Protect players in the shield dome, reducing damage by up to 50%. Each different shield following this will have diminishing returns at reset after 2 minutes. Some of these like skill, okay, there's skilling stuff. Prism, which draws wisps to it. 10% better chance of obtaining enriched memories. That doesn't seem worth it at all, and I'm already done with that. Target trees, mining locations, and fishing spots will make them crystallize, meaning you get increased XP but no resources. Don't care. Target herb tree or fruit tree farming patch grows 1 step. Can only be cast on the same patch once per day. That seems horrible. How many times are you going to be like there at the time you have to harvest it 1 step in advance? Create a mass that bolsters your ability to avoid being spotted by your pickpocket targets. Lasts for 5 minutes. Okay. So I guess you just have that on along with the prayer that makes it better. And I think I have, is it the Grace of the Elves? Halves prayer drain rate of light form, superheat form, and chronicle attraction. Okay. Well, those are the rewards. Let's get to my thoughts. The light within is more God Slop. This time it's tying the elf storyline into the God Slop and bringing Saren back into the world. The opening of the quest is actually extremely funny because it's like all the elves get together and they're like, oh my god, our god like shattered into a bunch of pieces. How can we put her back together? You know, like she's Humpty Dumpty and they're all the king's horses and all the king's men. So first they ask you to vote on whether you think you should bring Saren back It's another moral choice that, of course, doesn't matter. You say no, and they're like, well, we're going to do it anyway. And you're going to help us. And you're like, all right, fine. So the big, like, question is, how are we going to put Saren's pieces back together? No one has any ideas, so they're like, hey, hero, why don't you go back in time using the enchanted key and find somebody in the past who can help us out. So you take the enchanted key and you go back in time and you talk to Guthix. It's kind of a cool use of the enchanted key, actually. I mean, obviously it's more God slop, but whatever. It's neat. I like Guthix. He's cool. Guthix is very chill. You can be like, oh my god, Guthix, you're going to die in the future. And he's like, yeah, whatever. It's fine. Everybody dies. But you're like, Guthix, help me. I want to bring back Saren for some reason, although that should probably be alarming to you if you have foreknowledge of the fact that you're going to task me with not bringing gods back into the world. And he has some kind of like lampshade hang comment where he's like, yeah, I think gods are bad, but if you want to bring Saren back, whatever, I guess I can help you. Are you ready for his like brain destroyer idea? Guthix's solution to this problem? How do we put Saren back together? Are you ready? Guthix just kind of sits there and he looks at you and he's like, if you want to put Saren back together, you should get her pieces and put them back together. And your player character's like, whoa, Guthix, fucking hell yeah, man. You see, this is why we talk to this guy. This is why he's the man. And then you go back to the elves and they're like, oh my gosh, did you figure out what we're supposed to do? And you're like, yeah, I talked to Guthix. And like, whoa, you talked to Guthix? And you're like, yeah. And the elves are like, oh, what did he say? And you look at them all cool and you're like, Guthix said to put Saren back together, we have to put Saren back together. And the elves are like, oh shit, that's so fucking genius. Why didn't we think of that? Holy shit. That's why Guthix is the man. And you're like, that's what I said. Anyway, it's fine. You go and you get the shards of Saren. They give you some pointless moral choices about whether or not you want to include the dark shard of the Dark Lord from Plague's End, and whether you want to sacrifice Elunid or not. She's apparently been a shard of Saren the whole time. Who knew? The part where you actually have to go track down the shards is kind of cool. It has some cool skilling activities, so I didn't hate that part. The coolest one, I think, is you go to an active crystal tree and you pour a special potion that you made on it, and then you go under the crystal tree, and that's where the shard is. You also wake up Baxtorian, so I mentioned that as a difference in Song of the Elves. I guess Song of the Elves is technically partially adapting Light Within into it. You get all the crystals together, you bring Saren back, you find out that Zaros' companion that's mentioned in Fate of the Gods is Saren. I bet a bunch of people guessed that at the time. I thought they meant companion as in like Adam and Eve, but I think they're supposed to be like brother and sister. But Zaros has a weird line of dialogue where he talks about how they like can't resist each other. I thought he was saying that they were like super horny for each other. I guess he was talking about they like cosmically can't resist each other. Although the quest ends with a cutscene where Saren talks about the way that she's going to resist Zaros, so maybe not. Zaros helps you to resurrect her in probably the worst light beam puzzle in the game. There's a lot of them right now, and this one's probably the least interesting. You bring her back to the elves, and she's like, hey, I think Guthix was right, actually, and I probably shouldn't be here. So I'm just not going to do anything. I'm going to hang out in this tower. It's like that Futurama scene where she's like, well, I live here, so I'm not going to be going anywhere, but you don't have to talk to me anymore. And the quest just kind of ends after that. You get Saren spells and Saren prayers. It's fine, I guess. It's got some globe-trotting stuff. I always like that. There's not really a particular emotional core to it. We don't really explore these elf leaders. Like, I guess they all say why they're voting for Saren to come back or not come back, but then they don't really care either way once the vote is held. It's another example of why I find Godslop frustrating, because I think there's definitely a human story to tell here. Well, I guess an elf story. This is a bag I think they've fumbled now like 3 or 4 times. They just did it with Heroes Welcome too, where you have these people who are trying to bring their god back. And you think their god being like an actual being who can exist in the world would be the subject of all of the drama of the quest, but it's just kind of like a thing that happens really quick. The purpose of the quest is to get us the cutscenes with Zaros talking about how he's, brother and sister with Saren and they're opposite sides of light. Who cares? It's fine. Yeah, so Light Within could have been worse, but it's what you expect from Godslop at this point. That concludes the episode. Next week, I'm just going to have a single quest, Lord of Vampirium, because I think it's on the long to very long scale. I think I'm going to max the account somewhat soon. We'll see how long it takes and how much AFK I end up getting out of like Runespan. I think if every other skill is at 99 except agility, I'll probably feel compelled to go do agility courses for a bit, but we'll see. Excited to see more from the Mauritania questline, though, so we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.